What's up, everybody? It is your girl, it is your cousin, Cleasha, and I'm back with another video. Welcome back to Closing Open Wounds with Cleasha, yours truly. So today I wanted to talk about cycles. I'm not going to be before you long, but I just want to drop this seed with you. You take it and do what you will. I want to talk about how important it is to first recognize the cycles and the steps we need to do to get out of those cycles, to get out of cycles, to get out of generational curses, to get out of comfortable places, where God may want more for you, but because it's comfortable, we stay in these cycles and they go round and round and round. The detriment to cycles is that it doesn't only affect you, it affects your children, your family members, and sometimes even generations to come. We really need to sit back and think about where we are in our lives and where we can improve. Now, by no means am I an expert, but I have lived and I am living through trial and error. I say this all of the time. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm learning a lot in my life and what keeps repeating in my life. A lot of things that repeat in our lives are things that we allow to repeat. Check out my video yesterday. I talked about this, how we have to take responsibility and ownership over the decisions that we make, regardless to any outside voices, any outside obstructions, anything on the outside. We have to look within. This journey is about looking within. So I'm going through some things and I'm realizing some cycles that I want to put it into. And it takes a lot of courage to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I don't like this. I don't want to continue this. God, give me the strength. Give me the steps. Give me the wisdom. Give me the knowledge. Give me the people. Give me the resources to help me to stop repeating these cycles. Like I said, these cycles do not only affect you, they affect many, your closest family members and friends, your children, your parents. Some cycles need to be broken, whether it's relationally, whether it's, dealing with your health, your finances. What are you doing? How are you spending your money? Are you, concerned about your credit? What are we doing? What are we doing that is keeping us in these cycles? I pray that God helps to reveal these cycles to us, to help us, to give us the strength to stop them. Right before COVID, I went to the doctors and I realized, I got my blood work done and the doctor sat with me and told me that I was pre-diabetic. I was a little less than my highest weight, but I was pre-diabetic, and this was right before COVID. Knowing that diabetes runs in my family, that really had all the bells and whistles going off in my mind. Like, I do not want to be on insulin. I don't want to die. Just different things that I've seen and I've witnessed different people in my family deal with this. Now, in the Black community, diabetes is very prevalent. So we're no stranger to this. I took that information and I began to research what was diabetes. What could I do to reverse it? The doctor didn't even give me really information on how to reverse it. I took it upon myself to come home and get into this. How can I fix this? I knew it was about what I was eating and what I was putting into my body. I knew that was a factor. Now, if you know me, I don't eat a lot, but I do like sweets. I do love pasta. I love rice, bread. Oh my God, carbs galore. So I knew that I wasn't eating correctly. Doing research right during COVID, I came across a lot of studies about apple cider vinegar and just different things, exercising and different things. But I came across a study about intermittent fasting. And it was hard. Intermittent fasting, if you don't know, it means you eat within a certain window, every day. So typically I eat between 1 and 9, sometimes earlier, but I try to stay within that 8-hour window. And for the rest of the day, I don't eat anything. Now, let me tell y'all something. Your girl was like a baby. Before this life change, I had to eat something because I don't eat a lot in one setting. I can only eat a little bit at a time. I was eating like every 2 to 3 hours, something small, but every 2 to 3 hours. And what was happening is the sugar kept getting into my blood, which caused me to be um, pre-diabetic. And I wasn't producing enough insulin to take all the sugars out. There's a whole study about it, but I'll save you that. Anywho, I realized that I wanted to do this and I committed to it. I committed to the intermittent fasting. I committed to exercise. And during COVID, I got down to my lowest weight. So while everyone was gaining weight, I was actually losing weight. I wanted to break the cycle. I want to be here for my children. So we're talking about 4 years later, I am still intermittent fasting unless I'm on vacation, because your girl going to eat. I'm going to eat all that. I'm eating all of that. Okay. And I still get the snack and, eat what I want to eat, but I just do it in a certain window. So that is a way that you can break the cycle. It's baby steps. I think most times when we think about either quitting smoking or alcohol or saving money, we automatically go to the end result. And it can make you be depressed about it. It can have a negative connotation, like you're not eager to do it because you're thinking about the end and you're saying that is too hard to obtain. But you just got to take baby steps, one step at a time. That is all you have to do. That is all God is requiring us to do. So look on your life. Introspection needs to happen. Look in the mirror. Think about your life and the different cycles that you are continuing. And ask God to give you the strength to do it. Ask God for the wisdom. It is not going to happen overnight. My weight fluctuated. I think I started out at around 240. I weighed about 240. I'm only 5'4". So you can imagine. Okay. And the lowest I got was about 187. And I've been on vacation, Joe. I've been doing my thing. So right now I'm really about 200 right now. But I'm not going back to that. Okay. I'm currently happy with the results. So I went to the doctor and I got out of the pre-diabetic, symptoms. Like I got out of it. And he was like, what did you do? And I told him, they said, keep on doing it. I was able to reverse the diagnosis. Glory be to God. I got out of that. I, changed my eating habits. I mean, guys, if I woke up to go to the bathroom at 2 a.m, I was eating something. I'm like a baby. I have to be full so I can go to sleep. And that went on for years, y'all. Years. If you want more information about intermittent fasting, hit me up in the comments and I will give you all the information that I know and the doctors that I followed. But yeah, let's look at the cycles. God is asking us to launch out to the deep, to be our best selves, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God wants us to be our best. And sometimes when he requires that for us to launch out to the deep, it can be uncomfortable. Safety is not always good for you. Being in that safe place. Oh, this is what I'm used to. Staying in that relationship. Oh, this is all I know. We've been together for 10, 15 years. But are we growing? Are we progressing? What are we doing here? What is the mission? Staying at a job where you cannot elevate, where you can't advance, where you can't make more money. What are we doing? We need to evaluate. Dust off that resume. Dust off that resume. Evaluate what's going on in your life. God, and I'm not a risk taker. I don't gamble, y'all. I don't do none of that because I don't take risk. Your girl is a sure thing. Like if it ain't 95%, I'm not doing it. It's very rare that you would get me on board for something that I believe that there will be a very low success rate. I won't do it. However, I'm finding out that God is stretching me in areas where I don't feel comfortable. breaking me out of cycles, launching me into the deep, telling me that there is more for me on the other side of my fears. Glory be to God. Think about that. Whatever you're afraid of, whatever your limitation is, whatever the obstacles, the roadblocks, there is favor on the other side of that. There is promotion on the other side of that. There is love, real love on the other side of that. There is joy, prosperity, peace, health, and wealth. It is all on the other side of that barrier. It's all on the other side of stopping the cycles. The cycles. The enemy wants to keep us in cycles. I'm thinking about the Jonathan McReynolds song, Cycles. Look it up. I mean, the enemy will have you on repeat on the hamster wheel of life where you're tired and you are going absolutely nowhere. There is more for you. God wants more for you. Listen to your cousin, okay? I done been through it. I'm going through it. I'm growing through it. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Let's do this together, you know? And that's all I have for you today. You know me, you know your cousin. Just want to drop some nuggets off to you. You do what you please with them. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yes, my subscribers are going up and I am eternally grateful. So if you have watched this video all the way through, you love your girl. I'm your cousin. My name is Cleasha. Welcome. Welcome to the family. Go ahead and click that like button and go ahead and subscribe. If you love this content where we talk about everything, healing and wholeness, in a safe environment. That's what we're doing. This is a healing journey. None of us have all the answers. We need each other. Put in the comments, what cycles have you broken? Have you stopped smoking because you saw your parents do it? Have you stopped drinking? Did you abstain from it? My mother and father, my mother's passed, but were heavy addicted to drugs and alcohol. And I knew from a very young age that I wasn't even going to touch it. And I didn't. I'm not saying I never tried it. However, I knew that that was not something that I wanted to be a slave to. Generational curse breaker. You heard? You understand? Breaking the cycles takes a lot of courage. I'm telling you, you're going to be very scared. You're going to wonder why. You're going to be frustrated, annoyed, and every other emotion. But the good thing about our Father, Jesus Christ, is that He is with us every step of the way. So I'm praying for you. I'm praying that God gives you strength, and He will. Talk to Him in your secret place. Tune out all of the noise. Okay? Make intimate time for the Lord so He can reveal His mysteries to you. I love you guys so much. I'm on my way out the door, and I'm just sending you love and hope and light. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.